That time of the month is already here again, and we're in the November 2021 games pickup video. Now, I think traditionally this is my most popular video of the year in terms of game pickups, and this year we had so many sales, so I really treated myself to, 16 games and a whole bunch of other things, a new gaming monitor, gaming keyboard, this table that I am putting the games on now so I can put my laptop on it when I do the live streams here from the game room, as well as cases of energy drinks and just a whole slew of other random things. Now, I'm going to still call this the November 2021 games pickup video and not the Black Friday game pickup video because I picked up one game that wasn't for Black Friday. This game actually came out earlier in the month, and that is where we're going to start because this game I've waited years for because I love the series. I don't know when I'm going to get to any of these for that matter because I'm so backed up in the backlog, but we are talking about Shin Megami Tensei 5. I had this pre-ordered, so I got the Steelbook Launch Edition, and I think it's very cool that Switch games come in Steelbooks because they're so tiny as it is, and this is going to fit so nicely on the bookshelf with the rest of the collection. Now, with that being said, there were so many good sales this year for Black Friday, and that's immediately what we're hopping into because that's what the rest of these games are. Games that had just come out, which I picked up, were like half off, and I couldn't say no. Some of these games I don't even know if I'm going to like, but we're going to try to go through them and kind of go from there. Now, first off, we're going to start with this one because it's probably the oldest game on the list. And that is Resident Evil Village for the PlayStation 5. Now, I picked up a lot of PS5 games to start building that collection. 2 PS4 games, 4 Switch games, it looks like, and a little special thing we'll talk about at the end that I'm very happy to have. Now, I bought this from Best Buy. A lot of my purchases were between Best Buy and Amazon, because Amazon pretty much price matched everything. But ordering this from Best Buy gave you a Steelbook also, so that was kind of why I went with Best Buy for this one, because free Steelbook. Resident Evil Village, I haven't heard much about, or haven't played much about. I've heard a lot about this game when it first launched last year, and I'm looking forward to getting through it. I'm going to wait until I finish all my Resident Evil games to get to this one, just so, sequentialness matters, if that makes sense. And I know I mispronounced that. Sequentialness, I think, matters in terms of me playing these in order. Because this actually is, Resident Evil 8 if you follow it. With that being said, one of the other games I picked up, I'm trying to just see how I want to go through these. Because we picked up a lot of RPGs, I look at it, but we'll go with the big box. Because this one, the game is a remake, and it was only $20. I've heard this game has some bugs in it, at least on the Switch version, which is why I went with the PS4 version. That's Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, Sonic Colors was originally a Wii game. I never played it back then. For $20, this was a great pickup, I think, because I love just Sonic games. Sonic games are fun, even if they're glitched out. I am one of the few people that actually had fun with Sonic 06. I didn't think it was as bad as people made it out to seem, even though the load time sucked, and it was difficult. I kept falling through the stages, but I kept playing until I beat that game. Sonic Colors, I'm hoping this plays good on the PS4, and it's PS4 Pro enhanced, so that's what my PS5 is going to take advantage of. So that's that. Another good game we got this month, another remake we'll go with. We'll do the remakes, get them out of the way, and then we'll go to the newer releases. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 I picked up for the Switch. These games I grew up on. I love the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series when I was a kid. So I've been waiting for this to hit a price where I was willing to pay for it because I think I own both of them. I know I own Pro Skater 1 on PS1. And I was waiting for these to hit a good price tag. They were $20 for the pack. And I look forward to just playing this. And I feel like the Switch would be the best way to play it. For me personally, because I can just sit in bed and, skateboard. With that being said, next one that we're going to look at is the final remaster on here. This one was one of the last games I got just because I had to wait for this to come in stock. Because a lot of these games I ordered a week early because for some reason major retailers decided to start Black Friday very early, especially with their video game sales. So this one I actually ordered on Black Friday because it finally showed up online. That's the PS5 version of Alan Wake Remastered. Now, I don't know much about this game at all, but I know when this was announced to be coming out, people got excited for it. I know this was originally, I think, a 360 game. So it's only like 2 generations old, which it's funny thinking the 360 and the PS3 for that matter are 2 generations ago and they feel like they're still modern to me. It's made by Epic Games, so I'll play this. I hope to, enjoy it. With that being said, let's go to the Switch games. We'll do those first. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the last PS4 game. Because this game I picked up, I know it wasn't that great when it launched. But I mentioned this game previously, that I thought I had this game. And I didn't. So I figured it was on sale for Black Friday. I finally should probably actually have it because I thought I did. And that's Remothered Broken Porcelain. I know this game was broken and beat up when it first came out, but I've heard it's gotten better. It's a survival horror game, so I think I'll enjoy it when I get to playing this. This was a game I thought I had that was going to be during my Halloween games, and then turns out I realized it wasn't Remothered Broken Porcelain. I owned A Plague's Tale. That's the game I confused this for. Plague's Tale was fantastic, though. So Switch games wise, we'll go into these three because I was very excited to add these. Now, Monster Hunter Rise I got. This was like $25. This game came out this year. People have talked so many beautiful things about this game. I wasn't a big fan of Monster Hunter World, but I've heard this game plays so much better than World. If you didn't like World, you'll probably like this. So I'm looking forward to playing this. Then, a game from a series that I love, that I've never paid full price for, and that's why I was waiting for this one to go on sale, because I had a strange feeling that this was going to be on sale, but nowhere was it ever announced that this was like going to be a big price drop game, and that's Disgaea 6. Now, this game I've heard is very interesting because it took Disgaea into like a 3D-ish version. I've heard it's the most mainstream of the games in terms of how it plays, but I love Disgaea. Disgaea is a fun strategy RPG series that has a lot of humor, a lot of comedy, and it doesn't take itself too serious. So pick this up for like $40 instead of $60. Yeah, fine. And then this last game is a game that I've been wanting to get into this RPG series for a while. And I know the Switch version apparently isn't the strongest version of this game. But it was the only one I could find, and I wanted to play it. And that is Ys 9. Now, Ys is a series that started out all the way back on the Turbo Graphics, if I'm not mistaken. And I own one Ys game for the Vita, but I haven't played it yet, and I still need to also get my hands on Ys 8. But I've heard the Switch version's kind of slow, kind of frame rate laggy, and it isn't the best version, but you know what? We're going to make do, because it's an RPG. It doesn't really need that silky, smooth frame rate. I mean, in certain aspects, it makes it more cinematic, but I'm sure this is going to play just fine. Now, when we talk about other RPGs, I picked up Scarlet Nexus. Now, Namco Bandai is a company that makes my beloved Tales of series. And Scarlet Nexus is apparently like a sequel in a way to Code Vein, which I bought Black Friday of 2019. It's still sitting in shrink wrap. That one I'm getting to soon, though. So, I liked the art style on this. It looks like it has that Tales of art style. And I'm looking forward to playing this, because there's so many things on here that just make this game look very interesting. And Bandai Namco has really impressed me over the years with their RPGs. Now, when we talk about some games that just came out, we're going to go with these. PS5, Deathloop. Now, Deathloop is like an assassin game. 24 hours, 8 target, 1 rival assassin. And I'm pretty sure, from what I read, this was like roguelike in a way, or it kind of reminded me of Zombie U from how I saw the the trailer, where it looks like if you die, you just play as a different character. So I wanted to pick this up. This is a Bethesda game. And it was only like $25 or $30, so it just came out. So why not? Another game that just came out that I've heard fantastic things about, and it's a series that I love. Guardians of the Galaxy. This like just came out like in September. So I needed to pick this up because superhero games have hit a level of quality over the last couple years compared to what they used to be. Um, Guardians is such a fun like movie franchise, comic book franchise, because it's humorous. It's a superhero group that's just a humorous group of people because they're so different and they're not like super serious superheroes. So I'm looking forward to playing Guardians. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about this. And yeah, another Square game I picked up because of liking this series. It's a calmer series, more decision-based series, is Life is Strange True Colors. Now this just came out as well and it was on sale. Life is Strange is one of those decision-based games where the decisions you make or the actions you make influence the story. I got into these games from Quantic Dream, from Beyond Two Souls, from Heavy Rain, and Life is Strange, granted different developer, kind of follows that same route in a way, and these have been so popular over the last couple years as they keep coming out because they tell great stories, and that's the thing with games is you want the games to have a fantastic story, right? That's what's going to keep you enthralled is the story. So Life is Strange True Colors. Now, these last two PS5 games I got, one of them is made by Sega, the other is kind of an indie developer, which I've thought this game was a whole different game when I first saw it, and I almost picked this up months ago, and I didn't realize it was an RPG. I thought it was like a rogue game for some reason, and the game we're talking about here is Chris Tales. Now, this was on sale for like $20. I've heard it's charming, I've heard it's fun, it's a throwback to like old school JRPGs, and you know, for $20, might as well pick it up. It looks colorful, it looks cool. I see this everywhere being advertised to be picked up, and I never knew if I was going to like it. But I guess soon enough we're going to find out. Now, the last game I picked up actually also just recently came out, and it's a spin-off series of the Yakuza franchise, which is great because I'm currently finally playing the Yakuza Remastered collection, and that game is Lost Judgment. Now, this is the second game in the Judgment series, which Judgment 1, if we want to call it that, came out in like early 2020. So it's very cool to see how quickly Sega is popping these out. I've heard this game is fun. I just, don't know when I'm going to get to it. The thing with the Yakuza franchise, and probably ultimately its spin-offs, these are serious games with a lot of humor at the same point. And that's what keeps me enthralled with those, because I like the seriousness and I like the humor. It balances itself out. So I don't doubt that I'm going to love Lost Judgment when I finally get to it. Now, the last thing I picked up, we're going to say it's a game. But watch, because it's technically 3 games, but it's technically a console, and it's The Legend of Zelda, because you know what I'm talking about by those stupid puns. I got The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch, and I am so happy I got my hands on this, because it was sold out everywhere every time I looked, and then randomly Best Buy had it up, and I wasn't gonna get it, but I wanted it, and I knew I wanted it because it was a Game & Watch, and it's Legend of Zelda, and I love Zelda. Now, when the Mario one of this came out like a year or two ago, I wasn't all that interested because it just seemed basic. Now, for The Legend of Zelda, on the other hand, first off, look at this packaging. It is perfect. And then it comes with 3 games, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and the original Link's Awakening that came out on the Game Boy. This was $50. It wasn't on sale or anything, but I knew this was not going to be around for much longer because these are definitely limited productions by Nintendo. So I knew this was going to be the thing that if it was right in front of me this year and I couldn't get it, or I could get it and I didn't, I was going to regret it because This is going to be something that I am probably going to treasure once I start playing around with it, guys. So, that's my game pickup video for November 2021. We picked up the 16 games, the Game & Watch, as I mentioned, monitor, keyboard, table, energy drinks. It was a good Black Friday this year. A lot of great sales, a lot of great things for Cyber Monday as well. So I want to thank everyone for watching this. If you've played any of these games, which do you recommend I start with? What do you think of them? Were they good? Were they bad pickups? Price-wise, they were fantastic. As always, I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays this month and the holidays coming forward as we go into 2022. And it feels like 2020 was just yesterday, even though it's almost 2 years ago now. So stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Game on. See ya. Bye.